I crashed my ex's wedding and poured drink on his mother-in-law, and I don't regret it. I know I sound like a bitter ex. I know I sound crazy, but truthfully speaking, I don't regret my actions. Let me tell you why. I met this man and I truly believed God had answered my prayers. He was everything I wanted in a guy. He was handsome, respectful, God-fearing, and above all, I felt safe with him. We courted for a year and he finally proposed. It felt so surreal that I was finally getting married. We both came from Christian homes, so it was obvious our wedding had to be in church. We settled for my church because he didn't really have a home church he was consistent with. He was an engineer who traveled a lot, so it just made sense to use my church. However, they insisted that they couldn't wed us until we completed their marriage counseling sessions. It was supposed to be 16 sessions, but after I explained his work schedule, they reduced it to 8, all on weekends. My ex agreed to sacrifice his time and attend, and it made me happy because finally the dream was coming together. I didn't know that those sessions would be the beginning of my heartbreak. The first 2 sessions went well and we learnt a lot, but the third session, that's where Wahala started. That day, we were assigned to an elder, let's call her Mrs. Helen for the purpose of this story. From the moment she opened her mouth, something about her spirit didn't sit right with me. She started asking my fiancé all kinds of strange personal questions. What really attracted you to her? Make sure you're not marrying a materialistic woman, oh. You know women of nowadays. How many countries have you traveled to? The whole thing did not make sense to me, but he answered her questions. Then she would laugh and over-compliment his looks. I remember this comment she made. Fine man like you. God really blessed you. I don't even know how she managed to catch you. I smiled, but inside me, I was burning. She was shading me right there, making me look like I wasn't good enough. At one point, she said, I hope you won't get easily angered in marriage, because I can see you are already quick-tempered. Me, quick-tempered, I just sat there quietly. My fiancé squeezed my hand, trying to calm me down. When the session ended, she asked to speak to him alone. I didn't like it, but I respected her as an elder. I went to sit in the car. After a long wait, he finally came. His mood was different. He was withdrawn, quiet. I asked if everything was fine, and he brushed it off, saying he was just tired. But my spirit told me something had shifted. By the 4th session, Mrs. Helen showed up again, even though another elder was meant to take it. She apologized on his behalf and said she would sit in instead. During the session, her daughter walked in. Let's also call her Gloria for the purpose of this story. On a norm, this lady is fine, but on that day, she was overly fine. We all greeted politely, but something about the way she looked at my fiancé didn't sit well with me. I ignored it. Her mother excused her and asked her to come back after our meeting. When the meeting ended, Mrs. Helen insisted on speaking to my fiancé privately again. This time, I resisted, but my man calmed me and promised it wouldn't take long. Out of suspicion, I lingered close by instead of waiting in the car. After a few minutes, I walked back into the office and found Gloria chatting with him casually with my fiancé in the presence of her mother. My heart dropped. Mrs. Helen caught my eye and saw my anger. My fiancé stood up quickly and said, "Let's go." But in my mind, I knew something wasn't right. After that day, he started changing. Calls became shorter, texts became fewer. He missed our 5th session, claiming he was at work. I tried to brush it off, but my spirit was restless. Then one evening, out of nowhere, he asked me if I had a scar on my stomach. I was shocked. I told him yes, I got it from his surgery years ago. He insisted on seeing it. Out of curiosity, I sent him a picture. He went silent. Hours later, he replied like nothing happened, but deep inside me, I wondered how he even knew about it. Meanwhile, Gloria's WhatsApp statuses were suspicious. One time, I saw a picture of a car dashboard that looked exactly like my fiancé's. I shoved it off because many people could have the same car as my fiancé. But then I also saw pictures that suggested she was in the same state as he was at the same time. My heart was screaming, but I refused to accuse him of anything without proof. Plus, I didn't see him as someone who would do such a thing to me. But the distance grew. He became someone I no longer recognized. I confided in my mother and even his parents. He warned me not to involve his mom again. That was the moment I realized I was losing him. We never finished the counseling sessions. Arguments became constant, nights of tears, unanswered calls. Eventually, he broke up with me. Just like that. After everything, I fell into depression. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. My job suffered. My family intervened. And my elder sister in Abuja insisted I move with her. It was the best decision because I was a shadow of myself. 2 months later, I found a new job in Abuja that paid me twice what I used to earn. Slowly, I started finding myself again. But then, 5 months after the breakup, one of my friends from church sent me pictures. Gloria had just concluded her traditional marriage, and there, smiling beside her, was my ex. My heart shattered. Everything I suspected was true. I had been betrayed by people I trusted in the house of God. The lies they spread about me were worse than death. That I had aborted children, that I gave birth and my parents gave the child away, that I was promiscuous, that men funded my lifestyle. Lies upon lies were carefully woven to paint me black. The wedding was set for October. My family begged me not to go, but I couldn't let it go. After everything they put me through, after almost losing my life to depression, I couldn't stay silent. My other elder sister in Ibadan, the crazy one, stood by me. For once, I loved her madness. We traveled to Port Harcourt the day before the wedding. We didn't bother with the church service, no. We prepared to make a scene at the reception. The place was packed with canopies. People were eating, drinking, dancing. Nobody noticed us first. But when it was time for speeches, I made my move. Mrs. Helen saw me first. She stood and began walking towards me. My sister rose too. The crowd started murmuring. The moment she reached me, I lifted my glass and poured the drink all over her. She stumbled back, shocked, wet, humiliated. But I did not stop there. Oh no. I saw Gloria freeze. Shame was written all over her face. My sister didn't waste time. Straight to the cake. She smashed it, scattered everywhere. She even poured dishes filled with rice and meat. Everywhere was just messy. Ushers rushed to stop her, but she had already picked up a bottle, ready to break people's heads. I grabbed the microphone. I poured my heart out. I told them how I had been lied against, betrayed, and made to look like trash. I didn't beg anyone to believe me. I just wanted the truth out there. And then I dropped the mic and walked out with my sister. For the first time in months, I felt peace. I may never get an apology. I may never understand why he let them destroy us. But I know this. I am no longer broken. And when I find real love, it won't treat me like he did.
A lot is happening. If you've ever loved deeply and have been betrayed, you're not alone. Share your story in the comments. Let's heal together. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for more true stories from inside relationships.